Huh.
I get better. It's ride it without falling off of it. Big goal for me. And then let's start with that cross-legged position. If we can go feet together, as I'm talking about my other S&S activity here, skateboarding and sprinting. And
There's a
then,
lot of activities that start with S.
yeah, nice. That's big. Swimming, surfing. What else we got, Rick?
Well, the three-letter one.
Yep. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's definitely. Yeah, that's it's part of the health continuum, I think. There, right? Good microbiome and whatnot. What I like if you have blocks and if they're like even a spot where you can press down or pillows. I think most of us have pillows there. Unless you're anti-pillow, then that's another warning sign. And then press down into those blocks, and then it actually gives you a nice little contract, relax. Oh, look at that.
Down to the dogs.
Sometimes dogs appear. Look at this guy. He's been pretty needy today. He needs a walk. I think that's what he's saying here. He's groaning. He's a big groaner. All right. There you go, buddy. Check it out. Check out the people. There you go. There you go.
So,
yeah, we need to get him a birthday party here soon. All right, let's see if we go for that hamstring stretch. Or actually, let's go wide visa. Let's audible that hamstring stretch. If you do have the blocks or something available, what I would like is almost putting that in front of your feet or legs there as markers, but also just a little bit of something you can press against so that you can have some isometric there. So get on the sit bones, reach forward, breathe it out there. There we go. Hold for about 35 seconds here. But yeah, I was trying to go sprint at the local high school at their track here. And then I got there and I was so mad because there was a bunch of kids running track and field. It was awful. I was trying to get a workout in, all these high schoolers, running track, trying to, live out their dreams. No, it was good. It was funny, but it was just interesting seeing, people out there again.
Yeah.
And let's see, we get a side bend here and reach, but they were masked up, these kiddos here. So the mask track and field, which I was surprised about, just that they were able to, get the kids to do that.
They were wearing masks.
Yeah, even during the event. So as you and me know, Rick, as expert mask workout people, it's different. And it does feel uncomfortable, but it's doable. I mean, you could do it. You just adapt and figure it out. And, if one mask gets a little bit sweaty, you just pull out another mask. There it is. Let's go to the other side. Life analogy right there, Rick. Let's go ahead and breathe here. Get the other side with our side bend here. Long inhale and even longer exhale. But yeah, I've been doing this 4-day intensive program, as I was telling you there, Rick. They call it an intensive program. It just means you're online for 8 hours a day instead of 2 hours a week, which is what we're usually doing. So I guess it is.
That's intense.
Yeah, I like that it's less intense than going to Minnesota, though. So that's way better. So that my kind of intense is sitting at home on a screen here. Let's go for that long sit here, or that sit and reach if we can. Legs out straight forward, and then breathe just as far as you're comfortable with there.
Are you at home when you do this? Are you at home?
Yeah, so I'm able to just do it right here. This is the home office, the Sip and Stretch studios, the other half of the bedroom. So it's slowly been taking up more and more of it. No, but it works out great. But I feel, grateful and happy to be in California because, they had a lot of the presenters, they're in Rochester, Minnesota at the Mayo Clinic out there. And then, during one of the presentations, he's like, "Oh, sorry, I couldn't really hear that. There's a bunch of hail outside." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's so bad."
We don't have that problem.
We live in a, nice place for a reason, I guess, lucky. Let's go for the single hamstring here. Keep one arm towards, the other one goes across.
You can go. I'm having trouble seeing you because of the glare of the sunlight here.
I'm sorry, it's super beautiful out here right now. I was just on a break tanning. I do feel bad though. It's crazy because yeah, it's what, late April, early May, almost May for us. So it's already
Yeah.
summer weather. I was just out there. It's like 80 degrees, so nice. So, and there's still more of that to go even after the sip and stretch here.
Uh,
All right, it's going to switch sides there. And then, yeah, with this other mate that we were talking to here, we were like, how are you doing today? That was just the exercise. Was just, how are you doing today? It's coaching, right? So she's like, I'm a little blue. And she's like, I just really want the sun to come out. And then it's and then I'm like, I'm not going to mention that it's like crazy nice out here right now. Just enjoying every minute of it. But yeah, that outside time and getting breaks and everything really makes a difference. All right, if you can transition from that into any kind of cat camel here, flex and then extend. But the idea they kind of came up with or were proposing was doing a lot of NEAT, which is, they call it non-exercise activity thermogenesis, but I think just time is also fine on. So it's just moving around more basically and being able to get out of whatever position that you're usually in. And then they're pretty good at trying to promote that and just giving mindful breaks. And then ideas and science behind it there. Go ahead and point the toes and then sit back. Let's get a child's pose. And it was definitely, a different experience for me. Obviously, I'm standing up all day on most days, and that's a huge change of pace. But moving around more definitely made a difference as far as not getting all achy. All right, see if we can flip the palms up if we can, the same position here, and then breathe. Nice 2 or 3 more deep breaths there. Let's keep it going. All right, last one there. Good. All right, and then elbows on the floor there. See if we get one hand behind the back and then rotate up and down there, shoulder to the ceiling here, and then right back down. Inhale and exhale. All right, we'll get 2 more there. Nice. And the last one. Big turn. There it is. All right. Other side there, elbow on the back and rotate. And you'll like this, Rick. There's this one participant, a Brit by my accent meter here, and she's got this loud cat, so it must be a British cat, Rick. I don't know if they're different. And it's just like, it's kind of that kind of thing too. It's like every time she talks. So I'm not sure if it just does that all day or if it knows she's talking and then just wants to go. But it's a little bit distracting. All right, so if you go half kneeling, one leg forward, one back, but she always has great things to contribute. Just get a hip flexor stretch going, get the glute tight, crunch it down, lean forward, lean back. But it's cool to be, participating in something that wouldn't necessarily be done this way, right? They wouldn't do the virtual version of this program. And, going to something like this and talking to you where we would be doing, stretching at 6:28 here on a Wednesday without any of that. So it's some I think it's good stuff. I mean, it's interesting, I think. All right, let's get the other side. So I think it opens up options for the future of health and fitness, I guess let's call it that. Tuck under, crunch down.
Would this seminar normally you have to go to like Minnesota, Rochester?
Yeah. Usually, you would have to go to either any of the Mayo clinics, Arizona or Minnesota, both of which I'm kind of okay not going there for a while. Nothing against it. I mean, I like visiting places, but if it's the travel, the everything else there, it's a big difference. And I know my good friend Sal Gomez also attended a seminar this past weekend. I was witnessing. I was watching him learn online here. Isn't
Oh,
that so, Sal?
Yes, it is. It is the
Nice.
growth. I'm trying to
All about
break out of the cocoon here.
all about it. Yep, that's it. You're getting there. Back leg straight. Bring that knee across, and let's get some pigeon stretch going here. I know you did a lot of this, Sal. You must have, right, with the FRC certification there. Nice.
The old pails and rails and all that fun
Pails and
stuff.
rails. Oh, acronyms. Just acronyms everywhere. Pails and rails, cars and
The
whatnot.
cars.
Yep. So there's this other one in the health coaching thing. I'm thinking there's OARS and there's CAT too, Rick. There's CAT. It's like commitment, attention, and time. It's words you're supposed to look out for. Yeah.
Oh.
Switch sides. Here, other side. And then breathe it out.
I was wondering
Nice.
where you've been all week, and I was informed.
That's it. That's it. Just always trying to get better. This,
Nice.
Back in the cocoon, make a
There you
new
go.
cocoon, make it bigger, roomier. I'm more like what are those? Like a hermit crab, but like the hermit crabs that want to keep getting bigger and bigger shells. So those greedy ones.
There you go.
Yeah. So I keep looking for this bigger shell. So we'll see if I ever find the right shell to live in here. Something tells me I'm not though. It's a little bit personality based here. All right. Have you found the right shell, Rick?
oh yeah.
Oh, nice. See, there you go. Life goals. Let's go for the plank to down dog there. Drive it up. Let's do those palms. Drive those heels down. And then right back here. All right. But talking to participants across different fields, places on the planet, man, it just really reminds me just how lucky we are in terms of like the environment we have at Access in Menlo Park in the Bay Area, and how health conscious I think we really are, even just by osmosis, just the area. It's really interesting. Let's get one more. Like, I think people we interact with on a daily basis sometimes are more concerned with what people would call like performance, as opposed to, I know with the triathlon stuff, as opposed to just basic health. Sometimes both, but I mean it's a whole nother level there. Here, let's go back to that hip flexor stretch if we can. Tuck under, crunch down, reach up, and then go forward, and then back here, and then keep breathing.
Are the others all trainers or work with patients?
Yeah, so that's a good question, Rick. It was really all over the place. So I think I've only met this is 60 some odd participants.
Wow.
I've only met one other trainer. There's probably a few others in there. So some people work in some kind of clinical practice in hospitals, registered dietitians, managers for nurses themselves. Let's go and switch sides here. Some are actually coaches, so they're like business coaches, and then they're adding the health coaching piece to their business coaching. So that was a really interesting one, because that was the that company Better Up that's based out of San Francisco. That's one that Prince Harry just became the chief impact officer for.
Huh.
Yeah, I know, right? You got a prince. That's a pretty big deal. So we gotta make you chief impact officer, Rick. You're a sip and stretch. I think you're definitely the guy.
We want the big hermit, the shells. We're looking for the big shells.
You got the biggest shell, Rick. So there you go. That it only makes sense. All right, here we go. Let's see if we get one leg out there, and then hinge forward, right? So that hinge is a little bit of that, right? So that you kind of sit back into your hips and then rock back, get that inner thigh stretch. Try to think about keeping that back flat, and then forward and back here. The other knee can be bent there, either out a little bit or out a lot if you want to get more of a stretch on that side as well. Just anywhere that's comfortable on that knee. So just forward and back, slow rocking here. Just keep breathing. yeah, so it is interesting learning from just different folks, and what they think there. And then also, yeah, I mean, also what they perceive, personal trainers to be like, personal training. So it's kind of nice because I get to go in with really low expectations.
Uh-huh.
Because they're like, oh wow, you can listen. That's really good. You looked at me the whole time. Wow. So
Wait, you put a whole sentence together.
you're wearing a shirt. That's really good. That's really good. So I mean, it's all of us, right? We all have, let's get the other side here. Kind of are what we think people do and what they are, and then what they actually are, and knowing that. So it's cool. It's interesting. And then yeah, trying to connect on that kind of way and on Zoom, and looking at each other. And I think, yeah, it's definitely tiring. Just the Zoom fatigue. It's real. Like, this is really fun. This is like, I'm energized and pumped, but like, sitting down and staring at somebody is a little bit different. And actually, we do a lot of like, you sit down, you stare at somebody, and someone else is staring at you, staring at them, because it's like one person's coaching, other person's the coachee, the other person's observing. So it's it's a lot of that, yeah. But I think there's no other way. It makes sense. All righty, here we go. Let's go face up here. And then see if we can cross one leg over the other there, and then bring that knee in. So the stretching right now is feeling great for me here. Got some glutes, got some hamstrings on the opposite side. Knee out, kick up with the opposite leg there. So you get some of the hamstring, and then pull it back down. Inhale and exhale. Like we're flossing the legs here. But yeah, but I think the more that I talk to other people and meet people in other fields, especially when they are health related, even like this, and I found the right fit. I'm super happy. Let's get one more here. All right, there we go. Other side, cross the leg, bring it in, hold, breathe, and then yeah, kick up. Inhale, long exhale, pull it back down. And it gets me excited for the future. I think there's a lot of good stuff that can happen in health and fitness, health and wellness. The wellness part is interesting to me. Just because like even that term to define it is pretty funny. It's like, are you well? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure what that means. Let's get one more here.
I was just about to ask what the wellness.
What is wellness? Yeah, they try to define it. Let's go back to that wide inner thigh stretch, that wide V-sit, that front straddle by any other name. So I think typically you define health as the absence of disease, right? It's just like, I'm not immediately about to die, so I'm healthy, like that's like the most kind of like blunt way of putting it. So adding that wellness part is like, oh, well, I'm actually enjoying my life. I feel fulfilled. I'm doing things I like to do, and I'm not just absent of pain or currently not sick, So like so that's the wellness piece that it's trying to add to health, because usually in research and everything, it's just like health is just not being sick. And as we know, there's a big gap between that, right? And so it's trying to add more of that. And I guess the other piece that we would layer on top of that would be performance, right? If we're thinking about that, and then having all those work for you at the same time. Let's see if we go to the side here. The other term that I've heard recently is the term deep health. So it's kind of putting together health and wellness and just taking that wellness part away and just saying deep health, and saying that there's all these other factors in your life, life purpose, relationships, things you want to do, accomplish, or ways you want to feel, a general sense of what, of happiness. And then how do you put that into health? So that's kind of the real big piece that I think we're trying to get into, which makes a lot of sense. It's cool because, I mean, it's all wrapped in one, right? Like, it's really hard to take one piece out of a person. It's like, okay, you can lift, you can bench press 100 pounds, you're officially healthy now. You know, we know that's just one component of everything else. It's going to switch to the other side. So I wish it was that easy. That would be nice. It's not though. And I think even the docs wish it was that easy. I think, like, you know, even if the magic pill or etc. worked, like, I think they would be happy, but I mean, that's still not even the answer either.
Mm.
You know, they were bringing up the point that, you know, even people with, you know, severe conditions, you know, their lives literally depend on just taking medication. They don't do it, so the adherence isn't there. So there's other stuff there, you know. What it is kind of the idea of what they're trying to figure out as coaches. You know, how does a coach work with a, you know, a doctor, a trainer, a psychologist, whatever it is, a whole team, Rick. We need a whole team.
Mhm.
All right, bring it back, shake it out. Let's see if you get the butterfly stretch and posture up and drive those knees down. But I would love a whole team. That'd be great. Just like a lot of people just thinking about like me, that'd be awesome. You know, I'll take them all. I'll take, you know, give me the doc, the psychologist, the coach, the massage therapist. Yeah, let's do it. I'm all in. That's my dream right there. Find out how to build a team there. Until then, just the hypervolt, just me and the hypervolt, just doing this. So, but I guess that's the way we leverage technology, right? It's like, you know, maybe, you know, the hypervolt, even though it's not a massage, it's doing something better than, you know, just, you know, being angry or laying down on a ball, maybe, you know, something like that. So it's a plus. And so maybe certain health coaching apps, I don't know, things will come up. So it'll be interesting to see. All righty, here we go. So go back to that long sit here, kind of checking in to see how we've loosened up here. Inhale and long exhale there. All right, nice. Got some good stuff going on there, Rick. I like it. That's it. But yeah, but so far, big takeaways. Don't want to live in Minnesota. Sitting down for long periods of time is difficult. More than I gave it credit for. Actually, just working from home is more difficult than I thought. I think doing like just snacky, Rick. Why am I so hungry? I just ate. It's just because it's there. So I get how that's it gave me a deeper empathy for people that are doing that and how tough that is, you know, day in and day out. So it's big. Go ahead, Rick. Sorry.
For me, working from home, I think that's part of why I'm not as stretched, because you're just, I mean, in the office, you're moving around more, you go out to lunch, you just walking much more. And
definitely.
You're just sitting in your chair the whole day.
Yeah, I know. Where you get to walk, just, yeah, exactly. Walk to the kitchen. Then there's more stuff there that's we don't necessarily want to get in. Let's get the cat camels here. Get one more set of those. Let's see it. Practice your best spinal cars here. Is it the cars? It's tough to do.
With spinal, it's linear before rotation.
There you go. Thank you. Need the refresher.
There you go.
One vertebrae at a time.
Uh-huh.
All right, keep the breathing going. All right, and then one more here. All right, perfect, folks. Here we go. Let's see if we could have you standing now. So we'll go from that half kneel to that stand, and then a really wide stance to try to get that sumo squat going here. So all it just means is if we get the heels somewhere outside the knees, that'd be great. And then drop back into a bit of a squat, drive those knees out. I like the prying, a little bit of rocking as long as those heels stay down. But wherever you're comfortable, just breathe it out there. We'll finish off with these there. Nice. This feels good. This feels like, I feel like we're getting riled up for like a big game or something right now, you know? Just
Back and
just
forth.
getting it, just
Ah.
it's in a circle. Yeah, it's one of those. It's definitely one of those. That's what I'm feeling. Can't wait till that can happen. Can't wait. But I decided I'm gonna start doing high fives again. You know, I don't you know, I'm not sure if I'm breaking the law or anything, Rick, but I think it's high five followed by immediate, you know, hand sanitize. I think it makes sense. It brings my life a lot of happiness here. So the high fives are back.
Wellness is the wellness portion.
Oh, totally. That's right there. Deep health. You got it, Sal. Nice. Woo. That's a good inner thigh stretch. That's a good way to finish there. Thank you guys. The
Thank you,
loyal
Sergio.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So I'll look forward to seeing y'all around.